Barev everybody, that means hello in Armenian, and yes, you've guessed it right, I am in Armenia right now, and today my mission is to convince you to come and visit this compact, beautiful land in the heart of the Caucasus. So, shall we get going? Let's go!
Over the last few years, as its neighbors Georgia and Azerbaijan grew in popularity as travel destinations, Armenia remained the quietest of the three, and yet it may just be the most surprising.
The number one reason why you should visit Armenia is its capital, Yerevan. Now, this is not a name that you would have heard thrown around very much, but this city is just so effortlessly cool.
It may come as a surprise that Armenia is home to only 3 million people, a third of whom live right here in Yerevan. I think this is what makes the city feel so relaxed, more like a town than a metropolis. But it does hold some surprises.
Right now, I'm at one of the most popular attractions here in Yerevan. This place is called the Cascade. And it's basically a giant staircase with some incredible views of the entire city and some really cool contemporary art. Let's check it out.
This entire complex was created as a public space for people to enjoy contemporary art in the heart of the city. And if you dare to climb the entire staircase, you'll be rewarded with a full view of the stunning Mount Ararat. As you move through the city, you discover its layers one by one. There's the Soviet past, there's the Christian heritage, and remnants of Islamic history. On top of all of this, it's a pretty hip and happening spot with new bars and restaurants opening up on the regular.
But if you're more into the traditional stuff, then right here at markets like this, you'll find everything that is great about Armenian foodie culture. Let me show you around.
The gum market is a busy marketplace for nuts and dried fruit. These are some of the traditional products that come from the local region.
This right here, this is sucuk. It's a traditional local sweet, basically walnuts wrapped with a paste made out of dried fruits and nuts. But casually, people here call it the Armenian Snickers. Kind of looks like one, right? You can believe that.
But I haven't really come here for the tasting sessions. I've come here to chat with the locals.
Apricot nuts.
Apricot nuts.
Test.
Wow.
Good product. Armenia no puedo test. No problem.
He's killing me. You're killing me.
As I made my way through the market, the command taste met me everywhere I went.
The hospitality here in this market is absolutely overwhelming. Every single stall that I've gone up to, people are saying, please eat more. You're a guest. You have to accept the gift. Really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, some interactions were less expected.
He just asked me if Oliver, who's behind the camera, is I love you. I just said he's a colleague from work. Angry.
Yerevan may not be the biggest or busiest city in the Caucasus, but it makes up for that with its endless charm and super friendly locals. As for our list of reasons to visit Armenia, let's move on to the next one.
Armenia is also a great destination for culture and history junkies. Not many people know, for example, that it was the very first country in the world to adopt Christianity as its state religion. Here's a few great spots to check out all across the country.
Here stands the Temple of Gani, one of the last remaining pagan temples in the region in such good condition. Much like the temples you see in Greece, it's 2,000 years old. Incredibly, it was totally destroyed in an earthquake in the 16th century, but rebuilt using the original materials 300 years later. And this is Haghartsin Monastery. In Armenian, its name means the monastery of the plain eagle. Dating back to the 13th century, it's surrounded by beautiful, lush forest. And this is Sevanovank, a 9th century monastery with an incredible location overlooking Lake Sevan. And this is Horvirap. This monastery has roots dating back to the 7th century. Legend has it that there was once a saint imprisoned here for 13 years before getting released by saving the king and converting the entire country to Christianity. Since we're on the subject of history, we should talk about another little-known aspect of Armenia's heritage.
My next reason for you to visit Armenia is for its wine.
This actually happens to be one of the oldest winemaking regions in the entire world. The rolling hills of Armenia have provided fertile soil for grape production for millennia. Areni is the local version of Bordeaux, and you can actually go and check out some of the wine cellars in the local wineries here. Let's go! According to popular lore, there is a special secret to the sweet taste of Armenian wine. The Armenian oak barrels that it's stored in are meant to give it that distinctive flavor not found anywhere else in the world. I am really no expert on wines at all. Tastes really good. But even if you don't drink alcohol, winemaking traditions in Armenia are still an important part of the local history, and it's just fascinating to see how this used to be such a powerful wine region, and yet these days not many people know about it. Our tasting session doesn't end here. One of the best things about Armenia is the food. I mean, look at this! Armenian food is a mashup of influence from across the region. It takes all the best bits from its Eastern European and Middle Eastern neighbors. And to give you an idea of what the mountain food here is like, the dish you see right here is called khurji. Khurji is a traditional shepherd's dish. And why is that interesting? Well, the wives of shepherds used to make khurji for their husbands as they went up the mountains for weeks and months at a time, because it's such a convenient dish. You literally take some meat, mix it with some vegetables, and you wrap it all in a big parcel of lavash. Lavash is the traditional flatbread you have to slice through to get to the middle of your khurji. Love Armenian food. The gapama is a stuffed pumpkin filled with rice, raisins, and dried fruits. It's one of the more traditional dishes in Armenia, served mostly on special occasions. I'm really excited about the gapama because it's literally like food confetti. It's got everything and anything in it. Let's try. Oh. And now for something simpler. Here we have zhingel of hats, which is a flatbread stuffed with butter and about 10 to 12 types of greens and herbs, all from the local mountains. It's all green on the inside. These herbs really taste like the mountain. You might recognize dolma from Middle Eastern cuisine. These are basically grape leaves stuffed with rice and meat and served with a beautiful creamy garlic garnish. Super good, so meaty and juicy, amazing. But there's one more thing about Armenia I need to tell you about, and that is its nature. Probably the highest concentration of totally diverse landscapes I've seen anywhere, and plenty of adventures to go with them. This is Fidan, and we're just about to go horse riding here in the mountains around Gomk. Let's go! The best thing about the Armenian outdoors is that they are practically untouched. With so little tourism here, there's a sense of nature at its most pristine, anywhere you go, be it mountain, forest, or lake. It really makes you smile in awe at this small gem in the heart of the Caucasus. I guess that wraps it up. I probably don't need to give you guys any more reasons to come and visit beautiful Armenia. So, I guess I hope to see you in Armenia next, and I hope that you stick around for the next vlog.